Evening. Very nice to see you all here. I'm going to talk tonight about how and why I started a digital side hustle while working my full-time job. What it did for me, how I did it while working 12-hour shifts on an oil rig. Okay, so by the way, I appreciate you all joining in. I'm not going to sit and comment on everyone joining in because I want to give as much as I can to the videos, the live. So, a digital side hustle. What is that? In this day and age, right? I've had businesses in the past. I had a brick and mortar business. I built a renovation firm a few years ago that did well. But it was just absolute, to be fair, it was my first time building a business. It was chaos. It did well, but there's just so much more you can do these days if you want to build something that profits. It doesn't have to be brick and mortar. In fact, far from it. Okay? It's everything that you need is, you've got it in your hand just now, you're watching it. All you need is your phone. All you need is a smartphone and a Wi-Fi connection and you are off. Like, that is it. That's all you need. Okay, so my story, I was working on an oil rig. I was doing 12-hour shifts for 3 weeks straight, right? I've obviously got a bit of an ADHD brain, so I was looking at everyone on Instagram and TikTok and thinking, oh, I can do that with these businesses, with these shiny objects, if you like, that they were putting out there and making money off, right? I tried, and do you know what? It just wasn't working without a mentor. Like, as far as I'm concerned, you need someone that's been there and done it to show you exactly how it works and to keep you proactive, to keep you productive, and to hold you accountable. So it's basically like if you were going to drive from the very southern tip of England up to the very northern tip of Scotland, right? But you didn't have a road map, you didn't have a GPS, you didn't have maps or anything like that. But you know where you are, you know where you want to be, but you don't know how to get there. You don't know how to get there. Like, you're almost like driving blind. Right? That's what it's like trying to start a digital side hustle. That's what it's like trying to start any business without any sort of background or without anyone showing you how it works, right? So I was working on these mad shifts. I knew that my body wasn't going to take it forever. I was looking at these guys that were they were fucked from working manual jobs. You know, they were only in their 50s, you know, which obviously isn't old. That's still a young guy in the grand scheme of things, right? And these guys were hobbling about, you know, their backs were gone. Some of them had fingers missing. I mean, look at my hand, right? That's what you get. That's the thanks you get for grafting and for working hard for 12 hours on an oil rig. You don't get any thanks for that. You just get whether or not this sort of thing happens to you, you know, your shoulders are done in, your back's done in, and I thought, you know what? There's more to life than this. 100% there's more to life than this. And that's when I got in tow with my mentor, Gemelin, okay? And she was amazing. She taught me everything I know about digital business. She taught me, you know, I didn't know anything about it. I could open a laptop. I could barely work anything on it. I knew how to jump on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, that sort of thing, okay? I didn't know how to make money on it. You know, I watched all these gurus on Instagram talking about affiliate marketing, Amazon reselling, that sort of thing. It's all saturated. It's as simple as that. I'll tell you right now how I made it out of that sort of industry, right? And built a digital, at first a side hustle, and then which turned into a business. And it's done for you digital products. Done for you digital products plus AI, okay? That's how you go about this. Now, this is a new sort of setup. And by the way, I've pinned, if you want to jump on a one-on-one call, if you've seen my videos already and you want to jump on a one-on-one call, I've pinned the link to book your one-on-one coaching call with me. Okay, if this is something that you've been interested in, if this is something you know about already, and you just sort of want to dip your toes in the water, I've pinned my link to book your one-on-one coaching call in the comments. All right, so jump on that, and yeah, I can help you build that. So anyway, I'll carry on. And so done for you digital products work like this, right? It is what it says in the tin, right? It's done for you. So it's the likes of guides, ebooks, pre-recorded courses. So the likes of the clients that I've got, right? They range from MMA guys to climbers to bricklayers to ground workers to footballers, semi-pro, like pro at lower standard footballers. And I'll tell you why this works, right? But for these sort of guys, it's because they're all grafters. Whether they're working away in their sport, or they're working away on a building site, or they're working away in the ring, or whatever they're doing, right? They're all grafters. They've all got discipline already. Okay. Now, I talk a lot about on my stories and on my posts about motivation versus discipline, right? Motivation is a myth. Motivation is nothing. It doesn't exist. Okay. It's not a thing. It's discipline. If you can teach yourself discipline, I can teach you to be disciplined, right? But I can't teach you to be motivated. Motivated for me is just, it's not a thing, right? It's like earlier on, going for a run. And by the way, I'm in Scotland. The weather is shit. It's raining, it's cold. And I thought to myself, right, if I sit down now for too long, I ain't going for this run. It's pissing with rain outside. Like, let's just do it, let's get it done. Like, out for a run, right? Fine. That's discipline, okay? Now, you're working a 12-hour shift, right? Like I was working a 12-hour shift in the North Sea, right? Off the coast of Scotland. Brutal weather, brutal shifts, right? And believe me when I say this, all I wanted to do when I finished that shift was to go in, smoke fags, drink tea, watch TV, eat crisps and chocolate like everyone else was doing. But I stayed disciplined, all right? And it's not the fact that I think everyone else is wrong for doing this, for sitting there and eating crisps, because by God, fair play. For anyone that's doing these sort of shifts on oil rigs, that's exactly, if you want to do that, crack on. But for anyone that's doing any sort of shift, you know what I mean? Whether even if you're working 9 to 5 in an office, you know what I mean? Your head will be done in once you're finished. Even if you're a pro footballer, or even if you're whatever you're doing, if you're working hard, then your head's done in after your shift, your training session, or whatever, right? So what you do in your time is up to you. But when you think of it on the longer term, if you think of a longer term, right? Like how long are you gonna be able to do what you're doing for and stay physically healthy, right? Are you shortening your lifespan by doing what you're doing? Probably. Or is your career, maybe, like you say, you're a sportsman, is your career only lasting until you're in your mid-30s, 40s? Probably. So the best thing you can do is start a digital side hustle. It's 2026, right? Start a digital side hustle. Done for you products plus AI. So the system works like this. Lads Who Launch, which is obviously like the program that I have, right? The program that I promote, the program that I created alongside my mentor, okay? And it was created for working guys, for busy guys, for people that have got something about them that are more than just their 9 to 5 or 12 to 12 like I was, bullshit jobs, right? Breaking their backs, making money for other people. So you would jump on the program. We've got thousands, and I mean thousands, of done for you products when it comes to either guides, ebooks, pre-recorded courses, right? And then we use your skills, your expertise, and it doesn't matter if you don't like. So if you're a scaffolder, which I have got a scaffolder on the program, right, who didn't know he had skills until he came on the program, right? Whether you've been through stuff mentally, whether you've been through this, you've been through that, like, you know, whether you like playing Rubik's Cube, like whatever, like you like playing chess, whatever you want to do, like it doesn't matter. Everyone has got a skill set. Everyone has got things that they've been through. Everyone has got something that we can use as a digital product and use AI to build this digital product with, okay? Now that's exactly what we do. Like we work with you to build your mindset, change your mindset, turn you into an entrepreneur, turn you into a digital entrepreneur, right? Alongside what you're doing already. So you're not spending every hour of every day. You're not spending your time off or your every minute you get on this, right? Don't get me wrong, at the start, you need to put some effort in. You do. Because you need to learn the systems, you need to learn the automations, but that's what I'm here for. We jump on a call. We jump on as many calls as you need to get this in your head. I'm with you every step of the way while you're building this business, all right? Now think about what you're doing, right? You are grafting. You're out there working for the government to take 40% from you. I know, well, once you get past a certain level, past a certain wage gap, 40%, even whatever they're taking off you, they're taxing you on everything. You go to Tesco's, what are you getting for 20 quid? Not a lot. Not a bag full of food anyway, I'll tell you that. So start taking this into consideration, okay? Start taking into consideration the fact that you don't have to be a product of this 9 to 5 regime bullshit, okay? Now, in the comments, I have pinned my link, right? I have pinned my link. Now, book your call, and I will literally sit there on a one-on-one and help you build and just not just build, but decide what you want to do. I'll help you pick your niche. I'll help you with your mindset of what you want to do, who you can help. Because don't forget, as much as a cliche and as much as cheesy as this sounds, right? You're not just making money from this, you're also helping people. Do you know what I mean? Whether that means anything to you or not, I don't know. But for me, it's when I was building mine, right? I wanted to help. I wanted to help normal guys, normal hardworking guys like myself. I was working 12-hour shifts on the rig. I was sick of it, right? I was sick of it, and I was sick of watching. I've seen every payslip that I got being taxed to death, and just thinking, do you know what? What am I breaking my back for here? Why am I doing this? Why am I spending half my life out at sea, just absolutely just killing myself early for a paycheck? But I get that everyone's got bills to pay. fucking hell, like I had bills coming out my ears, and there's no way that I could. I said to myself, right, as soon as I start making this much a month, I'm stopping this. And yeah, it took maybe about 13 months, just over a year. You've got to put the effort in. You've got to be able to put the effort in, right? It's not something that happens overnight. So you're a working man and you want a better life for yourself, right? Obviously, you've got your missus nipping your head about a holiday or about the kids need this, the kids need that, whatever, right? You can be out there grafting and have this as a side hustle and making an extra grand and a half. Like, I'm not here sitting here telling you that as a side hustle, you're going to be making 100 grand a month, like all these idiots on Instagram. That's not what I'm saying to you here. I'm saying to you, if you want to make an extra grand and a half a month or whatever as a side hustle with this, hit the link in my comments right now and let's chat, all right? Because done for you digital products plus AI is the system that got me from breaking my back in the North Sea to being able to live my life the way I wanted it, to be able to, don't get me wrong, I'm still a busy guy and I still, I work hard, but in a different sort of way. It's, when I say it's on my terms, it's not, because I've got calls every day, I'm still learning myself, I'm still learning every single day, all right? But at the end of the day, everything I do is for me. And when I'm constantly learning, I'm constantly putting it back into my clients, I'm constantly putting it back into the courses, I'm constantly putting it back into everyone who jumps into even my lives, even you guys just now. All right? So it's one of these things, right? So you either stay grafting, you're a scaffolder, you either stay grafting, and it's a brilliant, don't get me wrong, I've got all the respect in the world for anyone who's grafting away on sites or grafting away in their sport or grafting away in whatever they're doing. If you're working, you're a man, that's how it should be, right? You're doing well, you're doing what you should be doing. But think about the future. Think about if you have an injury. Think about, unexpected payments, car payments, your car shits itself, whatever. Think about these things, right? Think about the holidays you could be taking your family on, Think about your kids' futures. It's not just about you, it's about your family's futures as well. Whatever you're making on the side could be sitting in a bank, could be sitting building away for when you need it, your kids need it, your wife needs it. I'll tell you something now. I worked alongside a guy, right, who had all this fancy salary insurance, right? Salary insurance, and he was paying it every month, whatever, for years. Eventually, we got paid off, as we all do in the offshore oil and gas industry, drilling industry anyway. And it took him months and months and months and all sorts of hoops he had to jump through to get any sort of payment out of them. This salary insurance, it's a load of shit. It is just not, it's just, why not put your time and effort into something that is building in the background, right? It's not controlled by the government, it's not controlled by a private limited company, it's not controlled by anyone but you. It's controlled by the amount of effort that you're willing to put into this, okay? And that's why I'm doing this, is to help other normal guys that are in my position, to help you build something that's sustainable and profitable And then once you get to a certain stage, you can either decide yourself whether you want to have it as you want to generate it as a business, quit what you're doing, or you just want to keep it as a side hustle. You like the money that's coming at the bank on the side, whatever. It's up to you, all right? So, like I said before, done for you digital products. I mean, it's, for example, I've got a vet on the books, right? A client who's a vet, right? So we work with him. He builds, for example, he builds courses and guides about animal welfare, pet welfare, that sort of thing. So this is what I mean, right? You can use whatever you're doing. Whatever you're doing, whatever you've been through or whatever you're good at, someone somewhere is Googling how to do this, how to do what you know how to do. And that's what we do. We transform it into a business. We transform it into a moneymaker, okay? That's what we do. We help you transform it into a moneymaker. And it's easy. It's easy. We use AI systems. We use done-for-you systems. We use AI systems to create these products. And it's not something that you can learn overnight. But once you know how to do it, believe me, it's so simple that you will just be like, wow. And you'll be addicted to it as well. Because you're selling. And by the way, another thing, which I've had DMs about recently. You do not have to be selling these things from your own personal social media. So it doesn't have to be from your own Instagram or your own TikTok, whatever. So one of the main features that we do, for example, again, the vet, he does it faceless, okay? I've got a couple of guys that have done it faceless, okay? So faceless means we create you social medias from scratch. And do not think that you need thousands of followers or hundreds of followers or whatever to make money from this on social media. In fact, some of the best selling products come from the lower follower category, okay? So what we would do is we create you brand new social media profiles, right? AI driven, and it's completely faceless. You never have to show your face. None of your friends, none of your family, no one ever has to know that you're doing this until you want to tell people. If you want to tell people, if not, that's fine. But that's one of the main things that we teach is faceless marketing, okay? You don't have to jump on lives like this, like what I'm doing now. You don't have to jump on lives. You don't have to be creating content with your face. You don't have to do anything like that. We'll show you how to market these products using AI. Oh, you've got no idea. 2026, if you don't start harnessing AI now, you're going to get left behind. You're going to see millionaires being made in 2026, 2027. They predict there's going to be more millionaires made with the AI boom between 2026 and 2030 than there ever was with the internet boom in the late 90s, early 2000s, right? So if you want to make money online, you have to jump on board with this. It's as simple as that. You have to. Whether you like it or not, you have to. It's there for you. Like I said, I have got you. I have literally harnessed this course, this program, this software so that it's for the working man. It's for a busy guy to jump on and start making some money, because why shouldn't you? Why should it be confined to 18-year-olds jumping about all over TikTok or, OnlyFans girls or whatever? No. If you want to make some extra money, hit the link in my comments, book your call, right? Hit the link in my comments, it's pinned there, book your call. And that will be the start of your digital side hustle journey, all right? I will coming from a background of 12-hour shifts, working my ass off, to now just helping people do what I did after I built my own digital enterprise. Right? And at first for me, it was a side hustle, right? At first it was a side hustle. And then as I saw it grow, as I got obsessed with it, as I saw the cash stacking in the bank, I was like, whoa, wait a second. I was like, this is class. I was like, for everyone, for whatever you're good at, whatever you know, someone is Googling it just now. And the way we work it is, we want to help you create these products so that they're at the top of the list. The e-learning industry is worth billions. And that is not an exaggeration. Go and have a look in ChatGPT or Google if you don't believe me. The e-learning industry is worth billions. It's growing and growing and growing. If you're on a train or anywhere, you look around you, it's no secret that everyone's on their phones constantly. All it takes is for you to create these digital products, and then to have them in front of the right audience, right? To create the products correctly, and that's when the AI systems come in, right? And then we get the products in front of the right audience, right? And they're just click, 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 buy. How easy is it? Apple Pay, buy. Right, sound. Do you know what I mean? It's easy. It's so easy. We've done for you products plus AI. It is so easy. And the fact is, right, if you're a working man, especially if you're a working man breaking your back, you need to get involved with this now. Get involved with building this sort of business, because it's going to get saturated at some point, just like affiliate marketing, just like Amazon reselling, just like all the other bullshit that's gone on, right? It's going to get saturated, right? But if you want to make the money, you need to jump on it now. Hit the link in my comments. I've pinned the link, and we will jump on a one-on-one call, and we will build your business together. We will build your digital business together. And it doesn't, like I said, it requires zero tech skills. No tech skills required, right? I was an oil rig worker. What sort of tech skills do you think I had? They were very limited. I could work my iPhone. I could jump on Instagram. I could jump on Facebook, TikTok, whatever. Like, you don't need all that. That's where AI comes in, and you don't have to worry about that. This is our systems. This is how it works. It works for me. It works for you. All you need to do is have the balls to want something more than what you're doing just now. Want something for your future, want to build something for your future, for your kids' future, whatever it is. Even if you just want a couple extra holidays a year. You know, this will pay for this. It's a no-brainer. It's not expensive. It's not like, you get these Forex trading guys messaging you going, oh, invest 10 grand into this, you'll get 20 grand back. That's not what it's like at all. This was built around working guys. This isn't any bullshit scam. This isn't any Forex. This isn't any Bitcoin. This isn't anything like that. This is just a one-on-one building your online business, building your done for you products, and just showing you that there's a easier, better way of making money. And if you do not jump in it and harness it now, you're gonna miss out, I promise you, and you're gonna kick yourself. Okay? So, listen, I'm gonna leave this live. I said I was only going to do half an hour because I've had this many DMs on Instagram and TikTok over the past couple of weeks. Obviously, being January, people are wanting to do this and do that, just like the gyms are packed. Listen, if you're not a time waster, if you're serious about wanting to grow something, if you're serious about wanting to build a future for yourself, build a future for your family, build something that goes past your 9 to 5 salary. Are you really, you know, your hourly rate, which is a load of shit as well? Then hit the link in my comments or hit the link in my bio. It will take you to book your call and we will do this together, all right? So listen, thank you very much for everyone who's signed in tonight and who's been watching. And listen, 100%, let's do this, right? Let's build your digital business, because it's the best thing I ever did. The best thing I ever did. I would never, I can't tell you how amazing it is to be a digital entrepreneur, and have been in the position where I'm grafting my arse off. And, you know, that's it. So thanks for joining, guys.